Imagine this. You sit down with the best of intentions. Laptop open, coffee in hand, a clear plan for the day. But before you even touch the first task, a notification pops up. Then another. 5 minutes later, you're scrolling through social media, watching videos you didn't plan, answering emails that could have waited. By the end of the day, you've been busy, but not productive. Sounds familiar? You're not alone. This is the productivity predicament, the silent thief of our focus, our growth, and ultimately, our future. Today, we're going to break it down. Why distractions are killing our deep work, how procrastination silently builds up hidden stress, and why so many of us settle for easy entertainment instead of challenging ourselves to grow. But more importantly, we'll explore how to escape this cycle before it quietly destroys our potential. The focus famine. How constant distractions make deep work almost impossible. We live in an economy of attention. Every app, every platform, every advertisement is designed with one goal: to hijack your focus. That little buzz in your pocket? It's not just a message, it's a deliberate interruption. A red notification badge? It's engineered urgency, designed to steal just enough of your mental bandwidth to break your concentration. The tragedy is that deep work, the kind of focused effort that produces real breakthroughs, requires uninterrupted time. Researchers like Cal Newport have shown that high-value output comes from entering a state of flow, where your brain is fully immersed in a challenging problem. But here's the problem. Most people never reach that state anymore. Instead, we live in a permanent state of shallow work, quick responses, half-finished tasks, constant tab switching. It feels like productivity, but it's an illusion. Our minds are fragmented, and our ability to learn or produce meaningful work is collapsing. Think of it like this. Every distraction is a reset button on your brain. Studies show it can take up to 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. Multiply that by a dozen distractions a day, and you've already lost hours of potential deep work. And here's the scariest part. The longer we operate in this distracted mode, the more our brains adapt to it. We train ourselves to crave novelty, to avoid focus. The result? A famine of attention. Our ability to concentrate is drying up, and with it, our ability to build skills, solve problems, and create value. Procrastination's cost. The invisible pileup of delayed tasks. If distraction is the thief of focus, procrastination is the thief of time. But unlike distractions, procrastination feels like a choice. You know what you should be doing, you just don't do it. Instead, you tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I just need to feel ready." On the surface, procrastination looks harmless. After all, delaying a task by a day or two can't be that bad, right? But the real danger is the hidden pile-up effect. Tasks don't disappear when you ignore them. They accumulate, and with each delayed action, the weight of undone work grows heavier in the back of your mind. This invisible backlog creates constant low-level stress. You might not even be conscious of it, but your brain knows there's unfinished business. And that mental load drains your energy, your creativity, and even your ability to enjoy downtime. Worse yet, procrastination leads to missed opportunities. A call you didn't make, an email you didn't send, a project you delayed until the timing was too late. Success often belongs not to the most talented, but to the most consistent. And procrastination erodes consistency one choice at a time. Think about it. If every day you lose just one meaningful opportunity because of procrastination, how many do you lose in a year? In 5 years? The cost is invisible, but devastating. Skill stagnation. Choosing easy entertainment over growth. Here's another hidden trap of the productivity predicament. Stagnation. When we're constantly distracted and procrastinating, we often seek comfort in the easiest form of escape, entertainment. It's no surprise. After a day of shallow focus and postponed tasks, your brain craves dopamine. Social media, binge-watching, mobile games, they deliver instant gratification with zero effort. But every hour spent in easy entertainment is an hour not invested in growth. And here's the dangerous consequence. Skills atrophy when they're not used. The world is evolving at a rapid pace. Technology, industries, and opportunities are shifting faster than ever. If you're not actively learning, adapting, and challenging yourself, you're falling behind, whether you notice it or not. Think of it like fitness. If you stop working out, Your muscles don't stay the same. They weaken.
The same is true for your mind. When you choose endless entertainment over learning, you're not just pausing growth, you're silently moving backward. Over time, this stagnation becomes self-reinforcing. The more you avoid challenges, the more daunting growth seems. You lose confidence in your ability to adapt, and eventually convince yourself it's too late. This is how potential dies, not with a dramatic drop, but with a quiet surrender to comfort.
Decision fatigue. Why too many choices kill productivity. Another silent killer of productivity is decision fatigue. Every choice you make, what to eat, what to wear, when to respond to an email, burns mental energy. By the time you get to your most important tasks, your brain is already exhausted from trivial decisions. Successful people understand this. It's why Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day, why top performers automate their routines, and why athletes create rigid rituals. By reducing small decisions, they preserve willpower for what matters. But most of us live the opposite way, scattered, reactive, constantly deciding in the moment. The result? We arrive at meaningful work already exhausted, and productivity plummets. Learning to simplify your environment, automate your habits, and build systems isn't about rigidity. It's about protecting your mental energy for deep, valuable work. The myth of busyness. Confusing activity with progress. There's another dimension to the productivity dilemma, the myth of busyness. In our culture, being busy has become a badge of honor. But here's the truth. Busyness is not productivity. You can fill an entire day with tasks and still not make any real progress. Answering emails, attending meetings, doing low-value work. All of these create the illusion of accomplishment. But real progress requires clarity, knowing what really moves the needle and having the discipline to focus on it. The problem is, busyness is good. It feeds the ego. It tricks the brain into thinking you're making progress. But in reality, you're running on a treadmill, expending energy, getting nowhere. Breaking this myth requires relentless prioritization. Ask yourself daily, what task, if completed, would make the biggest difference? Then organize your day around it. The productivity dilemma is real and more dangerous than it seems. Constant distractions steal your focus. Procrastination silently builds up hidden stress. Easy entertainment keeps you stagnant. Decision fatigue drains your energy. And rushing around leads you to confuse activity with progress. But here's the good news. None of this is permanent. Focus is a skill you can rebuild. Procrastination is a habit you can reprogram. Growth is a choice you can commit to daily. Productivity isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters, consistently. So, here's the challenge. Starting today, choose one area to recover. Maybe it's turning off notifications for deep work. Maybe it's tackling an overdue task you've been avoiding. Maybe it's dedicating 30 minutes a day to learning instead of entertainment. Small changes turn into big transformations. Don't let the productivity crisis silently steal your potential. Reclaim your focus. Reclaim your time. Reclaim your growth. Because your future is built, not with rushing, distractions, or procrastination, but with the silent power of consistent, focused action. Are you new here? Welcome. We have 2 new videos per week. Subscribe to our channel and break your limits.